This is another SEMRush review showing you a look at a particular keyword that's very popular and trending now for e-commerce software. And e-commerce software, to me, is focusing on companies like Volusion, BigCommerce, Magento, Shopify, and a variety of other shopping cart softwares that allow you to set up your website, whether you sell products or download items such as photos or other files, other file types. You're going to be able to use this software, pay anywhere from $10 to a couple $100 a month to have products listed on their website software. You'll have your own domain name, but this is basically your host for your site. And with the host, you get much more than just your average hosting you might from GoDaddy. This is going to allow you to create products very easily, and you can manage thousands of products using a CSV or a bulk file that allows you to edit in mass and not have to go into each individual product and manipulate it that way. This is a very useful tool. And the SEMrush here, say you're going to start your own e-commerce software site, or you're going to have, like I have, topshoppingcarts.com shows you the top 10 sites, and I send people there because I make commissions from anywhere from $30 to $300. And really, I just built the site in hopes to kind of educate people. Topshoppingcarts.com shows you the top 10 sites based on my personal knowledge. So if you want to go check out that site, again, it's topshoppingcarts.com. Today's SEMrush.com review will show you a little bit more about e-commerce. So if we go ahead and take a look at this particular search that's done within SEMrush, it'll show you the e-commerce software volume in descending order. So it's obviously the most common would be just e-commerce software by itself. But if you're going to write content because you're promoting e-commerce software, or you have your own e-commerce software that you're creating and you want to compete with companies like Volusion and BigCommerce, you're going to want to start and look at the broad terms and see, for e-commerce software, you'll come down and you'll see that, top10reviews.com, magentocommerce.com, Shopify, X-Cart, which is an independent software, and then here you have BigCommerce. Volusion does make the top 10 along with Pinnacle Cart, 3D Cart. And then if you go down the line, you'll see some other companies that also have shopping cart software. They don't rank in the top page for e-commerce software, but they might rank for some lower hanging keywords. So what I like to do, and I've kind of kept up with this, and this seems to be generating traffic for a variety of my sites, is go ahead and click on full report and go down to the volume till the volume hits under 70. So anything in this like 58 to 22 range. So if you look at, you've got, probably about 20 keywords or so. And then if you were writing a review site and referring people to, say, BigCommerce, where you could make up $300-400 per referral, you're going to have phrases like e-commerce solution software, e-commerce web design software. So you'll see, again, if maybe you're putting Google AdSense ads and you're getting a percentage of the revenue, these are very high cost per click, and I've paid to refer people to my top shopping carts for a while, and the cost per click ranged anywhere from $3 to $10 per click to have that number one spot for a lot of these keywords, even the lower hanging ones. So as you can see, the reason the cost per click, and Google understands this, is it's so high is because the return on investment. So when someone goes to a shopping cart software company like BigCommerce, when they sign up, it's a very long-term contract. Usually, people are with a site for 1 to 5 years. So that's why they're going to pay a little bit more for the acquisition of that customer. So if you're focusing on making money on ads and you just want to have information on free e-commerce shopping cart software out there, or maybe targeting the word free e-commerce shopping cart software with the hopes that when they come to your site, you're showing them that they can sign up for BigCommerce or Volusion, Shopify for a period of 14 to 30 days. And it's free to start, but then obviously, you know, if they like the software and they want to use it for their products to sell online, that they would have to then sign up for a monthly or annual membership to host their website using their software. So, you know, if you're in a really competitive market, you can kind of come over here and look at the competition. Now, the competition is kind of a subjective number. It's not entirely accurate in terms of the actual competition, but if it has a 0.89 to a 1, it means that it's a fairly competitive market with a lot of competition. Now, if you come down to let's go down and try to find something a little less competitive. We've got, you know, something here 0.86, e-commerce free software. Now, that doesn't mean that there's nobody that's targeting that particular keyword, even though there's only 16 people volume a month. That just means that, you know, maybe particularly that search phrase is not a hot target for the big guys in the market. So, you know, you want to kind of start at the bottom and work your way back to the top. So if this is kind of a daily thing and you're growing each day, maybe you're blogging about a particular keyword, go to the very last one and just kind of take a look at, you know, e-commerce search software. Maybe not really something that is related to the topic that you're writing about, but best e-commerce website design software. Now, again, that maybe is focused on more design, not necessarily a shopping cart. So you'll kind of go through and, you know, look at the different keywords that are available until you come upon something that says, you know, which is the best e-commerce software. And this one shows that there's no average cost per click, there's no competition, but in all reality there is. It's just that there's maybe not enough data. There's only a volume of 5, so maybe there's really just not enough data, but it does pop up here, so it does lead us to believe that, you know, and I believe this is a phrase that maybe I've even typed in before, you know, what's the best, or which is the best e-commerce software. And you could simply write an article, you know, kind of put the title in your own words, you know, what would you search for on something like that. So, you know, you might say, what is the best e-commerce software, or who has the best e-commerce software. So come up with a unique title, and then within your paragraph, don't copy and paste or use information you find in other articles. Google and other search engines won't find it unique enough to actually give you rankings. So go ahead and first do your own research, compile a little data on maybe the top 3, top 5, even the top 10 softwares out there. You can do like I've done. You can download the software for free, try it out, make an outline of the benefits and the drawbacks, and then, you know, you come in here and you simply have this, which is the best e-commerce software. And you know, here's another example. This says which e-commerce software is the best. So it's just rewording which is the best e-commerce software. But I will tell you, if your search phrase and title is unique, no one else has it on the internet, you will definitely find yourself getting a higher rank in Google. And then make sure to kind of use this phrase 2 or 3 times throughout your you know, paragraph, rewording the words but using the same words. So in one sentence you may say, you know, when people ask me which is the best e-commerce software, I told them you know, that it's Volusion. And in another sentence he says, you know, if you're looking for, you know, the best e-commerce software, you know, Volusion is your answer. So you're going to have a variety of search phrases that are similar to this phrase match here. But again, if you're just looking for the broad spectrum for keywords that you want to have throughout your site, go ahead and just type in e-commerce software, come to the phrase match report, click full report, and then under full report, say that you're looking for, and this will be all everything to do with the e-commerce software. But what you're going to do is you're going to filter the search, and by filtering the search, it's going to allow you to hone in on the exact keywords. So, maybe you want to target open source, meaning that it's a free and downloadable software that you don't have to pay for. So by going to this open source or searching for open source filter, it's going to show you everything that has open source and e-commerce software. So, best e-commerce software, open source, free open source e-commerce software. Tells you exactly what what keywords to use. And again, go into this filter, and you can filter it to include or exclude that particular keyword if you want to refine the list. You can choose to separate it by volume, cost per click, competition, and the results, the amount of the actual pages that have that information on there on the web. And then you can also have things where it's containing an exact matching of that, begins with open source or ends with open source. So very useful tool, this filter tool, and suggest that you go ahead and kind of test it out. Depending on the keywords you're looking for, there will be a wide variety of information.